By the time y'all see this, it'll be Thanksgiving. I gotta tell y'all something. Oh my God. Okay, so first of all, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good holiday. If you're with family, enjoy them, spend time with them. Or if you're somewhere else, like I'm supposed to be, well, I'm glad I'm home. But if you're somewhere else, I hope you have a good holiday, and then hope you get to go be home soon. But as y'all read in the title, let's talk about something real quick, and let me get more comfortable. Okay, so for those of you that know me, that don't know, my name is Mike. I'm a merchant marine. I'm 32 years old. I've been sailing for about 9 years, almost 9 years. Almost 9 years in January. Like I said, I've been doing this for about 9 years. Travel all around the world. If you don't know what a merchant marine is, it's a person that lives on a boat or that works on a boat, does whatever position that they are, and it depends on what company you are. You might be delivering cargo, or if you may work for the military. If you work for Military Seal Command, there's all different kinds of jobs. But yeah, today I want to talk to you guys real quick about phone service, using your phone out here, communication or connection in general. As y'all know, as I said, I've been sailing for a while. My first year, I did not have phone service overseas at all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think nothing of it. My parents didn't think nothing of it. So I just could not use my phone at all. I had AT&T at the time, and literally the first time I turned my phone on while I was overseas, I racked up a bill that reached about $90 in less than 15 minutes. So I turned my phone off after that, and that year I only connected on Wi-Fi and stuff like that. And then the year following, I got to T-Mobile, and I stayed with T-Mobile ever since, up until literally about a month ago. I'm gonna get into why I changed services later, but this is the reason why I tell everybody to get, or I used to tell everybody to get T-Mobile. Before, T-Mobile was the only plan that did international plan, pretty much unlimited texting and data, but it would slow down, or the high-speed data would slow down, pretty much like every other phone service, and calls were 20 cents a minute. So it was convenient because I didn't call too much. I usually only, if I did call, it would be through data, and as I said, data was unlimited, being overseas with T-Mobile at the time. But what happened was, years later, because I got them in 2016, so 2020, I got a email of the end of 2020, like December-ish 2020, beginning of January 2021. I got an email saying that the phone service, or they was like, you've been roaming for too long, we're gonna shut your service off, and by the time we're gonna shut your service off, and you can turn it back on when you get home. And I'm like, hey, you're turning my phone off. I'm still overseas, and I'm still gonna be stuck here for at least another month or two. I need my phone, especially if I'm like start traveling. When I start flying back home, I don't want to not have phone service. But nonetheless, they still turned it off because I've been roaming forever. And then that was 2021. And then when I got home, the service itself turned right back on, so it wasn't a big deal. So I didn't think about it up until 2022 when I went back overseas. And then they was like, yeah, you don't have any service, you don't have any phone communication or internet at all. So I had to go get like SIM cards everywhere and stuff like that. And then I was like, it's a headache. And when I called to say, hey, I'm paying for an international plan, why am I not having international service? They said, oh, because you've been roaming for too long. And mind you, I've only been roaming for about 2 months at that point, because 2022, when I went overseas, we was home for at least a month, and then we left. The first port was Spain, and then the rest of it, yeah, I only did 4 months on the ship. So the 3 months, they was like, oh, you've been roaming for too long. The first 2 weeks I was there, so I was like, oh, this T-Mobile's on some bullshit, blah 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 blah, but I'll deal with it when I get home. So after everything, got home, or they turned it back on. They said, we're gonna turn it on temporarily, and until we figure something out, blah 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 blah. And I was able to get service throughout the rest of the tour. But when I got home, they was like, yeah, you don't have. It was like, even though you're paying international plan, everything should be fine. Blah blah blah. And their customer service is horrible. T-Mobile's customer service is horrible, and I just didn't want them anymore. And then finally this year, my dad was like, hey, I'm switching to AT&T. You can switch with me. But he was like, you might as well switch on my plan. The plan is this much. I was like, okay. And that's still unlimited data, text, blah, 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 blah. I just don't have international. They said if you go with AT&T internationally, it's $10 a day or something like that. But I'm about to get me one of those Wi-Fi pucks and just have them everywhere I go, essentially, if I do go overseas with this ship. But yeah, that's what I pretty much wanted to tell you guys. I don't know if it's the same experience with you, but I've talked to like 3 or 4 different people in regards to having T-Mobile over internationally, and they said some people say they're having any issues, and other people say they had the same issue I did. T-Mobile just cut them off. It was like, yeah, you don't have international service, or your international service that you have is not right, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So that's the situation with me. I'm pretty sure I can fix it because I do have a CAT card, but over the phone I can't fix it because they don't accept it. So I'm gonna try. I might just walk into a T-Mobile. Well, I'm not anymore because I already have AT&T. But what I should have done maybe was walk into a T-Mobile store and be like, hey, here's my CAT card. I'm DOD, blah 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 blah, and then they might have rectified the situation there. But such is life. I'm already switched. Another thing about phones, I know all of y'all be seeing me talk. I'm on my phone all the time as far as like recording and stuff like that. But really, if you're a merchant mariner with MSC, if you're or call it civilian mariner with MSC, they don't allow you to be on phones on ships. I know you see a lot of people with phones on the ships all the time, but really, in actuality, how often I am on my phone, because I'm always recording and responding to messages by you guys or comments, that's not normal. You're not really supposed to be on your phone like that all the time. And some captains really be like dickheads about it. You can't have headphones on, which is technically you're not supposed to have any headphones or anything like or music playing or stuff like that, because they say you might not be able to hear if there's some emergency or the intercom, stuff like that, which is fair. You know what I'm saying? Other things is some, whether it be captains, chief mates, whoever it is, they may be really like dickheads about being on phone. I remember it was like my first couple years, I think it was like 2017 or 16, it was 2016. I had my phone in my pocket and I was working, but then it buzzed, and then it just happened, the chief mate walked by. I pulled it out just to see what it was, and I put it back in my pocket. That chief mate damn near, he almost like cussed me out. He was like, you know you're not supposed to be on your phone, all you damn SUs, blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, whoa, mind you, we was in port, we're not doing anything. I was just mopping the floor and my phone buzzed. So some ships, depending who is leadership on the ship, they may not allow you to be on phones at all. And obviously for safety purposes, don't be on your phones near like unreps or vert reps. Even though I know you see my content, so I be on my phone sometimes. But I always do like a quick little record, put it right back in my pocket, and call it a day. But don't be one of those people that just be on their phone all day just scrolling, and you're supposed to be doing a job. So that's one thing I want to tell you guys in regards to having a phone, this and that. I hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. I love you guys. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're not. I definitely will have more content for you guys. I think I might be going overseas with this ship, as I told y'all, starting maybe January or February. I don't think it's January. I think it's going to be closer to February-ish, March. I do plan on taking the tour with it. And this ship is slated to go overseas, and it's going to stay overseas. It's not one of those that's going on deployment. These class of ships that I'm on, if you're on a high speed ships, when they leave, that's where it is. It's forward deployed. That's where it is. Wherever its final destination is going to be, that's where the ship is. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't come back to the States until it's time for it to either decom or that's usually it. Until it's time for it to decom or the change of mission. But for the most part, this ship, I'm supposed to be going overseas sometime next year, and I'll take it all the way until it gets to its final destination, and then I'll be paid off. But yeah, as I said, I love you guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more content like this. I know this one is just me talking essentially, but I just wanted to let you guys know I'm thinking of y'all, and then happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. Love y'all. Deuces.